Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra.
It's alright, man. Cool. I be going there like deposit. You don't really brag about it when you know you got it. Real hard to read it, nigga hooked on phonics. Say a lot of things and never catch like Sonic. Zoom, I'm gone. When the members on and get it going Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh, nah, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down. Tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, like shit, wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign when I hit the gas.
It's the National Football League, presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season between the Buffalo Bills and the Los Angeles Rams. Around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. What a matchup here for our first game of 2022. The 103rd season in NFL history, and this is the first of 285 games on the schedule this year. Now, both of these teams certainly hope to be playing in that 285th game. That would be Super Bowl 57 in Arizona. The Rams were able to raise the Super Bowl 56 banner before the game. Of course, they beat Cincinnati on this very field back in February to win that. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, first and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. And that pass, a big one for Matt Stafford, folks. He just went over 50,000 career passing yards. Just the 12th ever NFL quarterback to do that. The former #1 pick in 2009 out of Georgia. Been so durable, so dependable in his career. And what a mark for Matt Stafford. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Kaiir Elam makes a pick, and he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Allen. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play would be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away? It could cost them a ball game.
And he stopped immediately there. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Stafford. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he gets this up past the 30.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
53, ready. 11.
Going right back to Akers. And he's got room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, LA. Cam Akers, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They find some open field here. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now Allen. This one into the hands of Crowder downfield. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
A good run there by Cook on first down, powering his way forward, a gain of 6.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the 44, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And some room to work. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bills have taken the lead. Here's Bass now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
14, Rams 7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that, Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down.
A 7-yard loss brings up third down.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Here's Stafford. Man open is Robinson. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
20.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Rams 7.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
And Brandon, I would say they have a mission on this drive, and the bottom line is protect the football and just put together something that they can let the last drive go. Yeah, it was a bad play. They gave up points, but that doesn't mean it has to go that way the rest of this ball game. Do what you do best on offense and try and put the ball in the end zone yourself.
22!
Play action. Stafford. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
They'll run for it with Akers. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Now it's Crowder. Spins away, and he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A good pickup there at 22. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Option play. Here's Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 76 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. They'll run with Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
At the 39-yard line.
They run the counter with Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down, Cook. Room here to run. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Bills are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Powell now to take it out of the end zone.
Brandon Powell on the return. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And my goodness, another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
Stafford's pass.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Rams' 28-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs, 28 yards. And the Bills are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half.
Rams 7. Tyler Bass for the kickoff for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down. Tyler Bass on for the field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Here's Cook again. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 134 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
From the pistol, they run it with Cook, and he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Bobby Wagner, the all-pro, in on the tackle. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll toss this right side to Moss. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Ernest Jones there for the tackle.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Third down, here's a run by Cook. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tyler Bass now for the point after. Now the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Tyler Bass, the kickoff for Buffalo.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To throw is Stafford. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. But now it'll be 3rd down. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down. Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 43. 18 yards. A big pickup there on 3rd down. A lot of ground left to make up. Obviously a lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. Now, they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
At the Bills' 37-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Working with his 2nd and 4. They'll go again here with Akers. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense. 2nd round, the defense. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 127 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better really as the night's gone on.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games for whatever reason. Their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, You can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
The quick slant caught. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter. You're going. And Gay knocks this one through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the 4th quarter. You know, in the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much run on the books.
Yeah, we really should have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
They run it again with Cook.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Now Allen going to give it to Moss. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And it brings up 3rd down.
They run the counter with Cook. Boy, 179 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Tonight was a great way to kick the season off. That before the game, probably as much pomp and circumstance to start a season as I can ever remember. And this is just game 1 of many to come. Sitting next to you, really looking forward to it.
As am I. Great to be back in booth with you for another season. Great to get this year underway. You and I both know interesting is going to be the word. An extra week now as part of that newer 17-game season. What a fun opener tonight. We know the better games are still on their way, but I'm glad that we got started.
So for Buffalo, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for L.A., they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.